Hello, and welcome back to the channel. What's up, guys? This is Hadouken at Monster Trading. I know it's been a while. I've released a price prediction video, but given the circumstances and the downtrend we were in for the past year, I just didn't find any project that were worth looking at. Okay, so I finally found 4, so I'm gonna make 4 videos, right? Detailing why I like these projects. Okay, the tech, the token metrics, and the technical analysis. Okay, so keep an eye out, and if you haven't already, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when all these videos are up and when I go live, which I think will be quite often from here on out, since there will be plenty of updates in the markets. All right, remember, this is not a financial advice, nor the projects are investment recommendation. Okay, I'm simply making these videos as education, just sharing the knowledge. All right, let's get into it. Now, the project I'm going to talk about today is Aleph ZERO. Okay, I do like this project. Now, number one reason is the fact that it's a blockchain on its own. All right, now that got my attention. Now, I don't know if you recall the first video ever released on the channel. I mentioned I found Kadena at 45 cents. Okay, I posted a call on it at 60 cents, and the reason was because it was a blockchain on its own. All right, now this is extremely helpful when I consider a project. Okay, now we all know what happened with the UST. Okay, Terra Luna collapsed, UST collapsed because it was pegged to Terra Luna. So if a project is a blockchain on its own, it doesn't depend on anything else besides Bitcoin, right? So it doesn't matter what project collapses, Aleph ZERO is not going to be affected. Okay. So that's one of the main reasons why I like it. Now, many other projects, they're layer 1, layer 2 solutions that provide scalability. But with this project, you get all of those, okay? And the fact that the time to finality on this one is 0.9 seconds, okay? The cost is barely minimal. Right, it's 0.0030, which is nothing. Okay, and the number of blocks finalized will be 35 million. So that's how long it takes. It's easy. Okay, it's very simple. Now this can only be achieved actually because if a blockchain is very scalable. Okay, the third reason why I like it is the fact that they've been building for quite some time. Okay, years they've been building on this. I've spoken to the devs, and I do like the tech behind it. They explained how the layer texts work, the tech layers, how they work. So I do think it is achievable. Okay, what they're promising is definitely achievable. Okay, now there will be wallets, DEXs, which will come after the mainnet launch, okay? And it's going to be run with the Web3. They do private smart contracts, the Internet of Things, the automatic tax payment. This is going to be huge, okay? After VeChain, this is going to be, in my opinion, the next project, the next token that has a utility for the supply chain. Okay. Now let's go to the token metrics. Right. This is useful. This is very useful to consider. Okay. Total supply is 319 million tokens. Right. The circulating supply at the moment is 206 million. So the price is going to range. All right, 51% of it is staked. number of wallets is 41,000 wallets, means there are plenty of holders. This project is not going anywhere, okay, and it's not going to die anytime soon. Market cap is 189 million. I will discuss why I think it can go a bit lower, but in 2024, 2026, this project is going to blast off. Okay, now why I say that much of a time is needed? Well, here we go. By 2023, there will be 324 million tokens. That's the total supply. And at that time, it's going to be 249 million available. Okay. Now, there will be token unlockings. Okay. So that's why I think the price can go down. And 2023, every time there's an unlock, people just dump the tokens. Okay, I don't know why that is, but they just dump the tokens. So if people drop the tokens, okay, this market cap is going to drop down a bit. All right. But by 2024, 2025, because the next unlock is going to be 2026. So I think after 2023, 2024, this thing is going to blast off. Okay, now bear in mind, even if there is a token unlock, the market cap is going to go from 189 million to maybe 150 million. Okay, but the utility that there is, and the fact that the supply chain market is 15 trillion. Okay, 15 trillion market of supply chain. That means there's plenty of room for this project to grow. Okay, it can easily go maybe about into the 3 to 5 billion. That would be my expectation in the next bull cycle. Okay, not because this project is going to be the only one, or because of its tokenomics. It's just a simple fact of calculation, saying, okay, supply chain industry is 15 trillion. So you just take a portion of that, and basically 3 billion is going to be a portion of 15 trillion. If you think about it, right? It's a small percentage. This is going to be huge, in my opinion. Okay, it's just tokenomics, simple math calculation, and what puts it in that dimension. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the technical analysis. Okay, let's talk about the technical analysis for a second. Now, as you can all see, I have this picture drawn already. All right, I was kind of waiting for this thing to drop, do a one-to-one retrace. Okay, let's hide the indicators for a moment. Now, honestly, I was expecting for AZERO to come down here. Okay, during this drop, I was expecting it to come down. All right, do a one-to-one retrace. Okay, but it seems like it was just the price action told me it was not going to at the moment. Okay, so I decided to wait for it. Now, currently it's following my drawn projection, okay, which is what I've seen in different altcoins. This is the type of price action that usually plays out. Okay, now at this point we have a clear rejection of this mega resistance, which extends back to May of 2022. So that's 6 months. All right, but the support was broken. It has been unable to hold it. Okay, so that's why I thought it was going to come down a bit more. Yes, it can bounce around, but I eventually think by 2023, because of that token unlock, this is going to come down. Or maybe it comes down sooner and people just think they're going to dump the token and replace reverse psychology, whatever. I really do think this can come down a bit more. Okay, now the other reason for it is the Fibonacci's. Done a point after this initial drop, it's done a 61% retrace to the upside. Okay, here we go. Take the fibs. Right, it's gone back to the 618 after this initial drop. Okay, usually that's a rejection point. Okay, now it will come down. I'm just not sure exactly to what price it's going to retrace. It can be the 70s, it can be the 60s. Okay, but I don't mind catching price after it's already bottomed. I don't mind paying 10% more. Okay, I'm happy to see the price come down. Even if it comes down to the 60s, I'll wait for it. Range, go back up, reaccumulate. I'm happy to buy in the reaccumulation zone in the 70s. Okay, but that is my projection. Now, I will release an update on this technical analysis as soon as we find the bottom. Okay, when the TA is already played out, because I can only give a price prediction video for that. But hypothetically speaking, this is an easy, in my opinion, 10x, okay, given the fact that it's only at 189 million and it will drop to about 150 million. But if it drops to 150 million, then it's an easy 10x to a billion. Okay, and if it does go to 3 billion, like I said, it's a 3,000% gain. Okay, which would put it right about 24 bucks. Now remember, Cadena went to about 27 bucks. Trias went to about 27 bucks. These are all the projects that I already covered. This is how I understand the price action. This is how we can predict the price action. Okay, of course, this all remains to be seen, but I'll be happy just to leave my first target at a 10x. Okay, because nothing goes up forever, right? So I'll just easily leave this for a 10x at first. Then we see what the price action does. If it holds, then we can push it up. Okay, but 10x is not a bad percentage gain at all. Okay, this is very simple TA structure, and it does usually play out in the form of a double bottom. Okay, just like that. Let's delete that for a minute so we can see the projection clearly. Okay, there you go, that's a double bottom. Okay, now you can also consider this to be an Adam and Eve once it's fully formed. Or a cup and handle, whichever you will have. The price action will decide it later on. Okay, but I do think it needs to complete the pattern. It's a combination of Elliott wave theory and pattern trading.